Rome was asleep and about to burn. It started with one tiny spark. By morning, an entire religion would be blamed for it. Rome was ruled by a young emperor, Nero, in a city that was a fire trap waiting to happen. Near the great stadium, merchants stored oil, cloth, and wood. That night, a fire broke out among the stalls and caught fast. A strong wind carried it from roof to roof, block to block, until one fire had become dozens. Rome's firefighters rushed into the chaos, but buckets of water were no match for flames this size. Families ran for their lives as half the city fell to flame by midnight. Nero wasn't even in Rome. He was resting at his villa in Antium when a messenger brought the news, and he rushed straight back. He opened his own gardens to shelter the homeless, and for a moment it seemed like he was doing everything right. After 6 days, the fire seemed to be dying down. Then new flames broke out in a different district. The disaster wasn't over. After 9 long days, it finally burned itself out. Of Rome's 14 districts, only 4 remained untouched. As the shock faded, a darker question spread. Some whispered that Nero himself had ordered the fire. On the ashes of the burned city, he began building an enormous golden palace on land that once belonged to ordinary citizens, and to many, that confirmed exactly what they suspected. Anger spread faster than the fire ever had, and Nero needed someone else to blame. He found his target, a small, misunderstood religious group, the Christians. It was announced publicly that they had started the fire. Roman soldiers rounded up the accused, many arrested with little to no evidence, in what became one of the earliest and most brutal religious persecutions in history. Historical accounts describe the cruelty as shocking, even by Roman standards. Decades later, a historian named Tacitus wrote it all down, the main reason we still know this story today. Whatever his motives, Nero did make one lasting, positive change: new laws requiring stone and brick instead of wood, and wider streets, Rome's first real fire code, born from the disaster that nearly destroyed it. So did Nero really start the fire? Most historians today doubt it. It even damaged his own palace, hardly something an arsonist would target. The fire was likely an accident, but the persecution that followed was very real. According to tradition, 2 of Christianity's most important leaders, Peter and Paul, died in this very persecution, remembered ever since as martyrs. Rather than destroying the movement, the persecution only made it grow stronger. Just 4 years later, Nero's reign collapsed entirely. The Senate declared him an enemy of Rome, and in 68 AD, he died, the last emperor of his dynasty. Centuries later, archaeologists dug 20 feet beneath modern Rome and found proof: melted nails, a collapsed gate, coins dropped by people running for their lives.